Hi everyone, welcome back. This time of year, almost every beauty YouTuber does their favorite makeup products or favorite skincare products. And I wanted to put my own spin on it and just share with you a bunch of products that I discovered this year that were like revolutionary game changers for me and my skincare routine. They're just things that I thought were really unique and I wanted to share them with you. The first thing is a skincare item, and I did a dedicated video on this after using it for 6 months, and that is my custom blended Curology formula. I'll include a link to that video right up here in case you missed it and you want to see it. There's a lot of before and after shots, and I talk about the whole experience ordering this. This is a product that you fill out a little questionnaire on, and you order it online. It's like having an online doctor that helps you with your skincare. I wanted to add Retin-A to my regimen last year, and this was the method that I chose to obtain that instead of having to go to a doctor and fill a prescription at the pharmacy. I could do this all online and have one-on-one consultation. You upload some photographs, you do a couple of chats, and in less than a week you have your formula. It is a beautiful formula. It comes in an airless pump, and it just is a very, what I would say, a lightweight formula. After you cleanse at night, you let your skin dry, you apply this product, and then like during the summer, I just used a little eye cream and I was done. Now that it's the winter time and I've upped my Retin-A a little bit, I want a little bit extra moisturization, so I am adding a moisturizer after I've applied this, and it has had like a minute to dry down. I've been on this almost a year. My anniversary will be the beginning of March. I feel like my complexion is brighter. I feel like the sun damage and the hyperpigmentation has faded. It's not gone away, but it has faded. And that my pores on my nose where I have some blackheads are really reduced. I think the pore size is smaller, and in some cases the blackheads are disappearing. They're not all gone, the pores aren't all gone, but I see a tremendous improvement. I'm totally hooked on this, so if you're interested in trying this product and you want to support my channel, go ahead and use the referral code down below, and I get like a small bonus for a referral that joins the program. It's risk-free because the first month is free, so it's all good. I say if you're interested in trying Retin-A, or if you're struggling with acne and breakouts like I was, even at my age, I would definitely suggest you give this a try. I've been super happy with it. Also, at the beginning of last year, I had this epiphany that I discovered that I really was having a reaction to products that had chemical sunscreen in it. So I dedicated myself to finding products that only had mineral sunscreen in it. So I really took a good hard look at everything I put on my face, all face products, from primers to day creams, sunscreen, and foundations. If it had a chemical sunscreen in it, I really stopped using it. And I think that helped my skin tremendously. So I would say to you, if you do struggle with breakouts, especially during the summer, when you're really dedicating yourself to putting sunscreen on, try a little experiment and only use some mineral-based sunscreen, because you may be not allergic to it, but you might have a reaction to it. I thought I would go ahead and share with you some of my favorite mineral-based products that I started using this year that I think have been really terrific. The first one is one that I've been using for many years, and it's the Roche-Posay Anthelios Mineral Sunscreen. It comes in a tinted version and an untinted version. I use the tinted version, but this is now going to be probably a little too dark for me. This was my go-to for years at the beach, down by the pool, to use on my face. Even before I kind of went, oh, wait a minute. Is that a chemical sunscreen? I'm not using you anymore. So this is a long-term favorite, and it's a really lightweight formula and really is beautiful on the skin. So what I used on my face today is from Volition Beauty, and it's called the Prismatic Luminizing Shield with an SPF of 50. I picked this up at Sephora, and this is kind of a unique brand. I'm still learning about it, but I feel like it's a brand where you can make suggestions to them what kind of products you would like, and they will work to developing it, which I think is genius, because who knows better what you want than you or the consumer. I picked this up and I use it like almost like a primer. It's very liquidy, and you can see it's like running down my skin. As you rub it in, it gives a nice luminosity to have underneath your foundation. And I am wearing it today, and I think it's beautiful. And it has an SPF 50. Win-win. On top of that, I'm wearing this from Peter Thomas Roth. It's Skin to Die For Mineral Matte CC Cream with a broad spectrum SPF 30. This only comes in 3 shades, light, medium, and tan, so it's not going to be for everyone, but if you fall in that range, you might want to give it a try, and I am wearing the shade Light. So this is really like a full treatment CC cream. It has, not only does it have the SPF in it, it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, so it is a really powerful CC cream that'll be treating your skin as well as offering you probably a light to medium coverage. On days when I don't want to have as much coverage, I often reach for the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. The shade I currently have is Birch in 1.5. It might be a little bit light for me. I think 2.0 would be a better choice for me. But this is really just a beautiful, lightweight gel cream that absorbs into the skin beautifully. It has an SPF of 30, and it comes in quite a broad range of shades. This comes in 16 shades, which I think is pretty phenomenal for a CC cream. Because it is a little bit sheerer coverage, I think the shade matching is a little bit more forgiving. The other sunscreen that I used most of the time down by the pool and at the beach this summer was the Australian Gold Mineral Lotion. It has an SPF of 50. It's pretty thick, and this one is tinted, but in a case like this, I really feel like the tint is more to help mask the white cast that you can get from a mineral sunscreen, and it does blend in pretty nicely. It's a drugstore product, so you get a ton of product in here. There's this is 3 fluid ounces. This lasted me all summer and will likely last into next summer. The next item I want to talk about is this. It is a color switch sponge. Now, this is a mini from Sephora. I think there are other brands and bigger ones on the market, but I feel like this one does the job for me. I really only use it for my eye brushes because I like to wash my complexion brushes. When you're doing a look from day to day, you can just take your brush and rub it in here. It's like magic. It pulls the color off. I don't really understand how it works because this is just a little sponge. And periodically, I take it out, I run some water over it, clean it up. It's funny because the dust from what you've cleaned off your brush ends up collecting in the bottom, and you're like, oh, that's a lot of product. It's life-changing for me. It was like, wow, I didn't have to clean my brushes every single time. I could clean them off with this and be good the next day, or even if I was doing one eye look and I wanted to use the same brush in a couple different ways, I was able to just clean it off using this. I highly recommend picking up one of these. They're awesome. The next item is a beauty sponge. And I know that's not a revolutionary product. We're all familiar with this, which is a beauty blender. This cost you about $20. This is from L'Oreal, and it's their beauty sponge, and it costs you about $8. They are nearly identical in texture. This might be a little softer than this, but until you feel them side by side, you wouldn't be able to draw that comparison just using them independently. That makes this almost disposable. If you really hate cleaning your beauty blender, you could buy it, use it for a couple weeks, pitch it, and get another one. I'm telling you, I think this one is fantastic. I've been using it for the better part of 6 or 9 months. This is my old one that I'm getting ready to discard, and it's dry and pretty stained, and I just took a divot out of it the other day when I was cleaning it, so I'm going to be bringing that one into use. But awesome. Who doesn't want to save a little bit of money on a beauty tool that's kind of a wear item? I do. I want to save money. The next item I want to talk about is an eye makeup remover. Now, this is from Chlorane. It is the waterproof eye makeup remover with soothing corn flour. I have probably used about half of the bottle of it. You can see this is a dual phase product, so you have to give it a good shake. And I know you're sitting there thinking, okay, there are a lot of products out there like this. However, this is one that I feel is not too oily. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It doesn't get like up in under my contact lenses if I have my contacts in. And it doesn't make my eyes water. I really like this so much, and it does a fantastic job. The price on this is $16 when you compare it to, say, like Lancome or the Clinique Take the Day Off. It's a little bit cheaper than both of those. And it just like whisks away the makeup so beautifully. There's not a lot of scrubbing. I don't have very good luck with micellar water. A lot of people like that. I feel like I had to do a lot of rubbing. I don't with this. The next product isn't necessarily new to me. It's more of like a rediscovered product that I was like, why did I ever stop using it? And it is the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow. I have it in the color Shore, which pretty much matches my skin tone, and I use this as an eyeshadow base. I used it today. It's fantastic. It doesn't irritate my eyes, and it really helps the product stay on a long time. Honestly, I really don't know why I stopped using it. Probably to try something new, and it just kind of sifted to the back, and I just didn't think about it. And I was having a lot of trouble with primers really causing a lot of irritation to my eyes and my eyes watering, and I was like, let me go back and try that. I was like, don't ever leave. It's fantastic. And it's super long wearing. I love it. I just love it. She does have a bunch of different shades to choose from, so you should pick the shade that like closest matches your skin tone. What I like about it is it does a little color correcting as well as keeping the eyeshadow in place. So when you put it on, if you have any discoloration on your lids, it neutralizes it. The older I get, the more important that has become. The next product is a setting mist. And this is from Morphe. It's the Continuous Setting Mist. Now, again, setting mists are not anything revolutionary, but this one, I can't even describe how wonderful this is. It has the finest, softest mist that just gently lays down on your face. You don't feel like you're getting hit with a super soaker. I have a couple that I put on and it's like jarring because the droplets are so big and they hit you with such force. This is such a beautiful setting mist, and it's continuous. You don't have to keep pumping it. You can just I just spray it quite a bit, and I don't have droplets running down my face. So refreshing. It doesn't have a ton of smell, which I like. I don't like a lot of fragrance in my products. It is delightful. Maybe even something to keep at your desk for when you're feeling a little dehydrated during the day. You can just mist yourself and you feel refreshed. Give this a try, and it is very affordable. The next one is a hair product, and it's from Kristen S. She is a beauty influencer. She has quite a big following on Instagram, and she has a complete line at Target. She has shampoos and conditioners and styling products. She even launched some hair tools this year, which I got for Christmas, a hair dryer from her. Isn't that beautiful? It's a complete line at Target. I've picked up a bunch of things from her line and I've been experimenting with them, but the one that I really feel is totally life-changing is the Signature Hair Water. And this is a way to restore your style when you're on day 2, or like me today, I'm on day 3 hair. It gets some moisturization back in your hair. If you have curly hair, it'll bring that curl back. For me, I feel like I can just finger style my hair again and it looks terrific. That's what I did today. And then once I had it arranged the way I liked it, I went ahead and hit it with a little hairspray to hold it in place. I think this is fantastic. It smells like heaven, an awesome product. If you are someone who goes 2 or 3 days in between washing your hair, give this a try. It's pretty amazing. Especially if your hair is a little bit on the drier side. I feel like it gives it a little bit of moisture back into the hair, which is such a bonus. All right, I'm going to finish up with a nail product. This is something that I have discovered pretty late in the year. I'm probably last 2 months of the year, and it is the Impress Press-On Manicure. Yes, these are press-on nails. I'm wearing them today. And let me just tell you, I've had these on since December 20th. When did I put them on? Whatever that Friday was before Christmas. They've been on for about 12 days. I still have all of them. And they look pretty good. There is a little bit of wear on these 2 fingers at the tip. You can see the color has worn off a little bit. These are incredible. My mind is blown by these. So here's the thing with these. I feel like they do last a long time. I do find myself periodically just, giving them a little pressure. I'm watching TV just to kind of make sure they're still adhering as well as they could. Let me go through the pros and cons. So, because these are not going to be for everyone, because they're just not. You have to see which the pros and the cons do it for you. For me, it is a way to have a beautiful manicure without damaging my nails. My nails are really in a sad state. My thumbs in particular are prone to cracking, so they're dry. And I don't want to overuse acetone, and I don't want a gel manicure that I have to soak off, or a dip powder manicure that you also have to soak off or use the grinder to take it off. I just don't want to do that because my nails, I feel, are rather fragile. What I like about these is they are so easy. They go on pretty quickly. You can customize the length. Like this is like their standard length. They're pretty long on me, but I have very short nail beds, and I just trim them. I just trim them with a clipper and file them, so it makes them very believable. They're like, these are believable nails on me, because this is what I wear, my nails about this length. Some of the cons are, after about 3 or 4 days, if you run your hands through your hair, you can sometimes get a hair caught under the nail at the cuticle edge. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It hurts. It pulls the hair out, and then you have to just, kind of pull the hair out of your nail. If you are aware of that and you just touch your hair in a slightly different way, that becomes a non-issue. The other thing is, if your nails are shorter than the length, the edge of the free nail of the press-on nail is longer than your natural nails, you're going to get what I call like adhesive boogers, for lack of a better term. Not right away, probably day 2, you'll be like, oh, it's like a little like glue booger that's like there, and I just like peel it off. I just pull it and it comes off. And it has not affected the longevity of my nails. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it doesn't bother me so much. I don't know how else to explain it. Glue boogers, they remove really easily. You just take a little orange stick and just put it under the edge, wiggle it, and they just lift off. They are pretty incredible. Where do you buy these? Target. I think CVS might have them as well. They're totally drugstore. I'd love to know, did you find anything that was a game changer for you this year? I really want to keep the dialogue going and have people share products that they have loved this year, and those are mine. I publish videos every Saturday morning, and I'll include a link to last week's video right up here in case you missed it. If you are new to my channel and just stopping by for the first time, I would love it if you would click this little bee icon and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you real soon. Happy New Year.